Spring Television. Ours it is.
Yes, another edition of Ladies Talk. It is right here on Western Spring Television. We are super glad to have you on board for another amazing, interesting edition. Ladies Talk is where we talk about everything females, everything women. And like I always tell you all the time, that if you're a man, this is not the time for you to tune off or, you know, change the channel. No, this is the time for you to sit back and enjoy whatever it is that we have brought to the table today, because it is for you to understand women even more. People say that women are complicated beings, but I say if you can just try as much as possible to understand us, then you will be fine. My name is EVELYH OHIOLEI, and I am always glad to have you right here. All right, talking about being happy, I just want to say that the happiest girls, or the happiest women, or the happiest ladies, whichever category you are the prettiest. So I tell you to actually stay happy always. All right, ensure to connect with us right here on Western Spring Television on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Western Spring Television. And also you can watch this particular edition on YouTube at Western Spring Television. And also you can watch our previous episodes so that you can know how we've had fun over time. All right, I do not do this alone. I have the beautiful ladies with me right here in the house. I call them beautiful soldiers. And if you see them, you know that they are not short of anything beauty.
Wow.
Judy Sahana.
Wow, that was such an introduction. It's so good to be here. I'm so happy to be here with the beautiful Hambador and the beautiful King. If you know how to spoil us, you know, just give us those words that will just tutorial our body. That's why we call you King.
Yeah.
You understand? If you don't have the sweet words, who will?
Exactly.
Who will?
Exactly.
It's so glad to be here, and I'm so happy to be amongst you all. So it's so nice.
Yeah, so nice to have you. At least we know that today, a procure for us.
100.
Of course. Just let's hold it there, because if I release you, if I unleash you today at this time.
You know.
I don't say this place will go continuous again. But let's move over to Hambador Babatunde. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Look at that skin, just like milk.
Popping.
Popping.
Here, King Evil.
Popping.
So how has it been for you this week?
I'm always complaining about Nigeria, so I want to just you know, take another route today. I'll just say I'm fine.
Yeah, you should.
At least I'm enjoying the weather and adapting to the situation.
It is only married people
that enjoy cold weather.
This kind of weather.
Me, I don't. We don't.
So you understand why we didn't talk about the weather?
We know.
Except if we want to sin. But then she has every right.
Are you guys enjoying other things?
Yeah.
And me, I don't know the weather for me, because I don't know. I was going to complain about the situation, but I'm used to saying that, and I don't want to, you know. I want to talk about something better,
like
something
weather.
that is at least.
We don't like the weather. Kingi, do you like the weather?
No, personally, I do like the weather. I love the weather cold all the time.
I don't like it cold.
You better like the weather.
I feel that is God's way of spoiling us. I mean, spoiling in a good way.
I know, but it's better when you have someone to help you.
Don't worry, very soon you'll have someone.
Good. It's bad when you don't have the weather or anything going for you. I mean, you don't have money, you don't have many things, and then even the weather too should be against you. So at least I thank God for the weather. Thank God for peace.
Yeah. And I think you should also thank God for the country. You know, we should not always look at the bad side. We should try to see the good sides of things.
Yes.
That's what I believe. I believe
weather
for everything
and the peace
there's always
that we
a good
enjoy.
side.
And we are heading somewhere.
And you know that saying that says, think about what you can do for your country and not what your country can do for you.
We've been doing that for a long time now.
What have you done for Nigeria?
A lot. So please, Please, we are all doing things for the country.
Let me tell you what I'm doing personally.
All right.
I am living in this country. It's a lot.
You're paying your taxes.
Yes, I'm living in this country. It's a
yeah.
lot. I'm doing that for this country. I have not jumped, so I'm here.
And we are actually expecting for the tax net to be widened so that, you know, don't want to widen the tax net, I'm just saying. But then we keep our fingers crossed for whatever
They will know that we are not living for the country again.
whatever it is that is coming. I know you're missing someone. We also are missing her. Chika. She's fine, she's okay, and she'll definitely join us very soon. Yes. So we'll go for this breather. When we return, it will be time to talk what's trended. That's like Judith's favorite segment on the show.
Yes.
What's trended. And I tell you that if this is your first time of watching, this also can be your favorite segment, just like Judith, if you're an Aproko person.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Aproko people.
I will leave.
All right, welcome back to Ladies Talk. Yes, it's still Ladies Talk, and I still have my ladies with me in the house. On what's trended, a lot of things trended over the week.
Yeah.
And this particular one we want to talk about trended like, I think, last week, thereabout. But
Yeah.
people are still talking about it. And, you know, Fermi was like, Everton was like, let's talk about it, let's talk about it, let's talk about it.
Yeah,
okay.
we have to.
Your wish is my command, darling. What will I not do for my queen?
Thanks for complying.
I feel like Bridgerton right now. I feel like, what's this guy in Bridgerton? The king. But let's just forget about that. Now, Kiki Palmer, yes. Kiki Palmer and her baby daddy, Darius Jackson. And some people are calling it the shaky shift right now because of the events that took place last week into this week. And a lot of people have actually had so many comments, so many reactions about this particular episode between Kiki Palmer and our baby daddy. And I actually have an issue with everybody calling the guy Kiki Palmer's baby daddy. Before I knew the guy's name, it was like, what's this guy's name? What's this guy's name? But that's unfair. He has a name. Because all the Twitter posts, there was a time, a particular day, what was trending was Kiki Palmer BD. And that's Kiki Palmer baby daddy.
Baby daddy,
Do you understand? I'm like,
she's
it's
the
not
one
fair.
up, not him.
One
You
up
know,
where?
she's the one up.
Up
like,
where?
above now, not him. If it was someone higher, it should have been the other way around.
But she's a
High-end,
celeb,
what-
right?
She's a celeb. So that's just why we refer to him as the... Okay, take for instance Rihanna now.
Yeah.
It's her baby daddy, like, people... Like, because they are the ones up there.
Okay, I understand you. Okay, I
know that
agree.
I wanted
she's
to
the
bring
one-
that Rihanna stuff, like.
But then let's move back to Kiki. You know, in case you don't know what actually transpired, this was what happened. Kiki went for a concert, Usher's concert, and she had time to dance with Usher while he sang her particular song.
Love song.
You know, a love song. Yes, a love song. And the video went viral on social media, and everybody was talking about Kiki, talking about Usher. But what happened next was where people now came for the BD, baby daddy. He tweeted, you know, when he saw the video, and he tweeted and said, "It's the outfit for me, though, your mom." And trust Kiki Palmer soldiers. They came for him, right, left, middle, up, down. You know, he was just, they were tearing him apart. What do you mean? What right do you have to talk to her that way and all of that? I just, before I, you know, move further, because till date, I don't think Kiki has actually made a comment on that particular
Directly, no.
saga.
No,
Even
not
though there are
directly.
developments that the guy
And Kiki
unfollowed her
have both unfollowed
and
each
also deleted all of our pictures
Pictures
on
on
his
his-
page, on his
yes.
IG page. To me, I feel that's been childish. Because
How? You don't know what transpired.
I don't know, but then I feel, yeah, I'm not there behind the scenes. But then, what do you think, Judith?
Sing. I love Keke Palmer. We know from what's that movie?
Aquila and the
Aquila and the Bee. You understand? And I love the fact that she's who she is, but me, I don't really like the clothes. I wouldn't lie.
What is wrong with the clothes?
She's a mom. Would she want her daughter to? Well, she might, but it's so revealing compared to the fact that she now went for the event, and if you see the way she was rocking Osha, like, no, wait, first, wait. You're in a relationship. You are in a relationship.
Yes.
At least respect your man.
Okay.
Even if you're in the showbiz, we've seen couples who are there and their relationship, but they try to respect their man.
So you think Kiki actually disrespect Darius by that
because
outfit?
the way she was rocking him, like, it was as if she was telling him, "Come for me, baby, come for me."
No, you do not think that it's because Kiki is an actress.
I beg you, are we acting
Usher
film?
is a
We are not
celebrity.
acting film on that place. It was Usher's concert. He was doing his love songs, and you know, Usher Raymond he's fine. He's a fine guy.
The way you're even talking, if you see Usher now, you will rock.
See, he's a fine. Did I come out and say I have baby daddy? Did I have? I did not have. So, he's a fine guy. But she has come out, she has brought her guy out there because it's a guy who has right that will come out to say such a thing. If she hasn't given him that right.
Okay, why do you think that he had a right to actually bring it on social media? If he had a situation with what she wore,
that's the one I don't like.
you could have waited for her to come back home.
Because I know they're living together. Yeah. That's the one I don't like, for him to come and ask. But you know the celebrity now, if they don't bring it out, how would you be talking? You will not be here.
You live for the aproko.
Yes. So I don't like the fact that he brought it out there, but
yes.
I really did not like her outfit. I've seen Keke dress so cute, you know. She's not really that much of the person that dressed so ras. But I'm like, Keke Palmer, why this outfit for this event? And we know you're a diehard Usher fan. You've always said it.
So do you think she had something?
Me, I feel she has a tear motive.
You think so?
Yeah, because if you know, see the rocking. You know, see,
I saw it.
You saw, you see, it's not so like, not because I'm a bad person. You know, people say, I'm a procom, but you saw the rocking now.
Yes.
You saw the way she was touching you.
But she was just dancing.
No,
it's like them being in a party and she's dancing.
She's the only person that came there to dance with Usher. And Usher gave her front seats. Like,
Wait, yeah, I'm sure you definitely have something against Kike. That's why I'm talking like
I just
this.
told you now.
Let me move over to him.
I'm just saying she did not respect her man enough to do that, and I'm sure that was what got him upset.
Okay, so let's move over to Embedded now. When these all criticisms came after Darius Jackson for people hitting hard on him, what right do you have? She's not even your wife. She earns more than you. She's worth more than you. So why would you have the right to call her out like that and all of that? She actually dropped another tweet trying to defend himself, and he said, we live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife and the mother to his kids to showcase booty cheeks to please others, and he gets told how much of a hater he is.
Yes.
Well, when I saw and read people's comments, I was so I was very mad. And I'm like, these are the same people that will come out and say, okay, that the men are not
man enough
or doing what they're supposed to. Yeah, are supposed to do what they're not doing what they're supposed to do, or there are no good men out there. And then you have a good man, Kiki Palmer. You have a good man.
How do you measure a good man?
She says so. She says so. She has always said that he's good, and now he sounds responsible. But people don't want to see him as a responsible man that wants a family and has values. You know, but they're always coming out to complain. There are no good men out there. Men are this, men are that.
Would
and
ask
now
you,
again,
if he was that responsible, why not put a ring to the finger?
Who knows
Why baby daddy?
We don't know what is going on in there.
Knows?
We do not know what is happening there. Who knows? He is saying the way.
Or maybe he has already done and she doesn't want to. You cannot say.
You understand? So
she's a celebrity for crying out loud.
It's a two-way street.
All right.
And I'm thinking that from what he is doing now, I think that he has assumed that they are settling down. That is his woman. That is the mother of his child.
All right.
And possibly they are getting to the marriage phase. And Kiki is putting up this act.
Okay.
So it's quite shameful for me that people will still come and attack him for trying to protect his family.
Home.
Like, my woman should not be, gliding all up on Usher
Parading herself like
and, exposing her butt out there. I mean, Kiki Palmer is big enough without doing that to herself. But people are saying she's enjoying herself, that somebody is trying to blackmail, emotionally blackmail, and manipulate Kiki Palmer. I mean, Kiki Palmer is a strong woman. And she's bold in her and vocal in all her dealings, which we agree to. But this one, even if the husband did not complain, people will be like, you have a man at home.
Not a husband.
Okay, her baby daddy.
Yes, please.
If he wasn't going to complain, people would be like, you're in a committed relationship. Why are you going to dance or grind all up on Usher?
Like we so see
Because, Kiki Palmer and Usher can, hook up. It's not like people, they say, okay, you are a fan from afar. They can exchange numbers.
But they are both celebrities.
They can arrange themselves. So the husband has the right to feel bad.
So you don't think that he's being insecure?
No.
So many people are saying because
it's not insecurity.
He knows
he's protecting his home.
Wait, he knows what he wants to get married to, or who he wants to get. I'm not using what. He knows who he wants to get married to. This is a celebrity. This is an actress. She's into the showbiz business, and they know that this kind of things actually helps them blow up when it comes to people talking about them.
I think
trending, yeah.
That's why she's trending now.
It might just be part of the whole play.
It's not part of the play. But I know he knows Kiki Palmer very well, because Kiki Palmer, for me, I think she's well brought up. She has parents who are always, in her business, and she's well grounded. So he knows that Kiki Palmer does not do scandalous things
at all.
She's not the type of.
So
this is strange for him, and I'm sure that if it's possible he saw Kiki and asked Kiki not to wear that outfit out, and she did, and so he had to put it out there that he was not in support, and now people are now saying that he's a hater. I mean, people
now he going ahead to delete photos. What does that say?
I think something else happened.
And that one now, the ship.
I think Kiki did not react well to respond well to what he did.
That one is shipwrecking.
Because Kiki has not even said anything on social media about that. She has just gone ahead with her normal business, like nothing happened.
I think she came out to say she enjoyed the program.
And she posted more of the photos. She posted more of the photos and videos.
Kiki's crazy.
I love Black American women.
But Kiki's parents have been together for a long time. And I think Kiki believes in
this one, they're not married though. But
so Kiki did not plan to get married. Kiki has a family orientation.
The guy should have brought it in. And I'm sure maybe he has done that and she didn't listen. Most times, the only time the celebrities hear what is when you bring it out there. And maybe he has done the inner this thing a lot and she didn't listen to him. But what I'm angry at Keke for is because I don't like the grinding.
But you have nothing against the clothes?
To have fun.
You have nothing against the dress?
I don't really like the dress because I feel she's a new mom, or she's a mom, and our kids will see this in the future. Because you see the internet, it just stays for you.
Yeah, internet never forgets.
And our kids will see this in the future, and they might not like it. Like, Mom, why did you wear such a thing and stuff? And I just don't like it. Is too revealing. I've seen her dress well. I know that you're white and Black Americans and they can dress, but I've seen her dress so well. But this is
if she wore that thing on a movie set, will you have?
I wonder. She's acting in a movie. It's her job. She's being paid
to portray the character.
But this is. Usher, I'm here for you. I'm telling you.
Wait, your own is with Usher. What do you have with Usher? I need to ask you.
You don't know what Kiki
is. Tell me, are you hating on Kiki because she's with Usher?
No, I'm not hating on now. I'm just saying
that
she's
Kiki
in a
brought it upon herself.
She should respect the man she's with.
All right, very quickly before we wrap up.
She was grinding, babe.
Okay. It's with the grinding for. It's the grinding for me.
And
she was almost naked.
And Usher was singing, and she was like, "Oh my God!" Like you have a man.
Who will not be starstruck?
No,
forget the fact that she's also a celebrity. But who will not be starstruck? Usher singing you that kind of song.
Let me move. It's somebody that have that is doing that kind of thing.
Judith, I put it to you that if you were in that concert and Usher came to you
I have a man,
and sang you that song,
let me make this clear.
Everywhere go wet for your body.
If I have a man, I will not do that. I think I'll just be taking it inside like, oh. But if I don't have a man, I can guide. I can do it. But no, now she has to give that man respect.
Like a groupie,
she was giving
very quickly before we move over to this thing. Now, do you think the ship is sinking? Do you think
I feel it will sink, but I know this from the guy's chat and everything. It looks like someone that tweets and everything. It looks like someone that wants to keep a home. He looks responsible.
Yeah.
So I see him as someone fighting.
All right.
But if Keke Palmer can be headstrong, and she might just say after disgracing me.
I don't know the people that are trying to deceive Keke Palmer. You know, there are men and there are men. If you see someone who loves you and is fighting for you to be together, why not just, you know, put down your head and submit?
All right, that's that word submit.
I don't know.
You know,
I don't know.
What Keke now is dancing to people's tunes.
And let's put a pause on that. You know, that word submit
like,
actually.
Those who will not take her to bed at night, too.
Let's calm down.
There's two people here. We need there is person where they come up and person where don't come up. Me, I don't know for submit for that one.
We need to move on now, ladies. Now that submit will bring us into the next topic, our next topic of discourse right now. But then there was a sad news of the death of Nollywood veteran actress Cynthia Okereke, and you know, when I actually saw the picture, I was like, "What? Not again?" Because
oh my God,
we've had lots of, you know,
it's like back to back
Nollywood stars go home this year. You know, when did we hear about the death of Saint Obi, and also this guy Murphy Afolabi? You know,
then this Iroko or something.
Yes, Yaboko and all of that. So we've been having lots and lots of this news come up, and this woman, she is really a plus to Nollywood, and right now she's
so
gone.
Sad.
It's going to be a rude shock to the industry, really. And you know, she has a signature cry. There's this thing, how she cries, I can never forget it. So we say, may her soul, yeah, she wills. May her soul rest in peace, and we pray for her family to be comforted at this time. We'll go for another breather. When we come back, it will be time for us to take the topic on discourse, and I tell you, you do not want to miss this. Ladies Talk will be back.
Turn it up! It's the Wild Wild West, and Western Spring Television is pulling out all the stops to make sure that you don't miss out on every of the fun and happenings around you. Yup, we've got you covered because your girls got all the juiciest tidbits and entertainment news from around the world. Cross over to the chocolate side of entertainment. Join me, Chocolate Cassie, on Eccentric as we take you into every bit of the juiciest news, fashion, music, movie updates, and other trending conversations. Together on the show, we'll get personal with your favorite celebrities via phone call, Zoom, or even live here in the studio. Eccentric will be showing on your TV screen on Western Spring Television, channel 190, only on Star Times.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for still staying with us. We are happy that you are still here. Remember that there is no us without you, and that's why we are always super glad to have you right here. The ladies are still here. My name is EVELYH OHIOLEI. Judith Ahana is still right by my side, and just by our own side, the beautiful, pretty, ever young Mbedum Batunde is here. Don't give me that face. I'm not toasting you.
You are.
So, on the topic of discuss, you know, Mbedum talked about the fact, mentioned a word, you know, while we're talking about what's trending about submit. So, we decided to actually saw a post on, is it IG from Facebook, from Facebook, and it talks about submission, you know. So, we decided to talk about this, you know. A lot of people have always said, to what extent should a wife submit to her husband? In fact, I think CB, even in our song, Woman, there is a particular place in that song that said, now so submission, oh, shall we get assignment, oh. Like, the woman is always told to submit this, submit that, submit this, submit see. Do you understand? And she's like, do we have an assignment? Like, that was a submission. So, you know, ladies, I just want to ask, to what extent do you think a wife should submit? I'm going to read what I actually saw on Facebook later on, but just to have, you know, an aerial view of what one talk about. Judith?
For me, it was outcoming, you know. I always go spiritual. For me,
yes.
I feel to the extent that maybe your faith doesn't agree with it, or maybe, just for instance, I know what I tell you, say, put your hand inside fire. You won't cause for me, go put your hand inside fire, I go burn you. Okay. So I feel you should not submit to the detriment of your own life, or maybe the life of your kid, maybe your husband not tell you kill your kids. Do you understand? There are some grave things that you shouldn't submit to. Especially if it's against your belief, if it's against your standards, if it's against God, maybe something that, imagine you want to submit to a husband that tells you to murder someone. It's crazy.
Something just came to me now.
Do you understand? It's crazy. So I feel there's a limit to submission.
All right.
So, and that's why we tell people to get a good head. There's a limit to submission. So you can't say you're submitting to a husband that will tell you to murder someone. You would be an accomplice to murder.
All right. Now you made mention of something that is why we tell people to get a good head. That is, your process of picking or selecting a head matters. Because whatever you pick or select, you must submit it.
That's why we tell people to get a good head. Because if you have a bad head, everybody will blame you now that you know that this person is like that. So submit to him. Do you understand? Okay. So, but I feel there's a limit. Like when it comes to things, very grave things, like maybe murder or something that has to do with your life. How would you? Okay, for instance, you're beating me and you're still telling me to put my head inside to submit. Under which head? So you don't say I die. Like things that are so critical.
Do you mean things that are against your own personal values? Values
and belief. That's why you talk about all these things. Because me, I can't, like someone like me, I can't submit to someone who would tell me, who I think would tell me to do something that is against my belief, against my religion, against God. Do you understand? I would not submit to such a person. So I cannot even make you up my head. All
right. So let me move to Emberton very quickly. To what extent do you think a wife, should submit to her husband? And I have to make this clear, because I didn't say to what extent should a woman submit to a man. You know, I have heard people, men, come out and say, is she not just a woman? Why would she be my head? When naturally she's your head. Maybe she works above you in the office and you're finding it so hard. You know, you're finding it so hard to submit to her because you feel she's a woman.
You will be sacked.
You know, a lot of, let's just
the word fire.
You know, let's just
I will fire you.
Let's just talk within the ambit of what we're discussing here.
No, I will fire you.
So to what extent do you think a wife should submit to her husband?
As high as the love is.
As high as
the love of the guy is for her.
All right.
That is the same equation and measure she used to submit to the guy. If he loves me like this, I submit little. If he loves me like this, I submit like that.
So you are saying that it should not be imbalanced.
No.
It should not love you this much and you submit this much to him.
No, it's not balanced.
It should be balanced.
Yes, that is the equation for me. He loves me deeply, I submit completely. He loves me so much, I submit to him totally.
But is there a way you measure the
in his
love?
actions? In those instructions and whatever he's expecting you submit to. You will see through his ways if he's worth submitting to that. But if he loves you a little bit and he's asking for so many things that you cannot go a mile or whatever, you don't love me that much. I don't give you that much part too. It's simple.
You know the Bible says love your wife.
Yes,
as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for the church. So and when he said gave his die, he died.
A husband should be willing to die for the wife.
Yes.
That is just. No, it's amazing. people don't talk about that.
Yes,
No, that is it,
you're asking a wife or a woman to submit to her husband, and the husband is not loving. That means that you have to preach to the husband as well.
Yes.
You can't ask me to submit to what does not care for me or does not love me. The woman is not asked to love. We already love. So the men are told to love. So show a woman love, and she will see how much you submit. Just like love with your account, love with your finances, love with yourself, your body, love with your faithfulness. It's love with everything. And you should see if the woman does not submit, then you can tell that the woman is doing something wrong.
I heard someone say, "Is what you give to a woman
that she will multiply."
Yeah. She must. So if you keep telling a woman that you're stupid, she will keep giving you stupidity.
It's not love by mouth.
You understand? If you keep telling, if you tell your woman, I cherish you, you are my queen, she will give you that and make your house a palace.
She will honor you.
She will honor you, because you know men can be very fun. And this our, you see, this our age that they will tell us submit.
And the people that
they will not preach this same thing to the men. But thank God for some men that will tell you, see, if you give your wife headache, you will see
migraine.
Hell.
You will see migraine.
You will see hell on earth. So it's the measure you give her. If you give me good things, man, why would I want to be so wicked and give you bad things in return?
Yes.
Because that's what is happening in our homes.
That people that say their wives are not submissive enough,
check them now.
They are very, many of them are arrogant and egocentric. They are the ones, because something is missing. They don't want to correct it in themselves. They want to correct it in the woman. And the woman, because she's seen something is going on, she wants to...
They are gaslighters.
She wants to be her own backup plan. She's doing her own thing so that the guy would not, fail her completely.
That's why
you're not submitting. You're not submitting your finances.
Women that don't not marry, that men will tell you don't work because of you are at home. Is because of they have low self-esteem.
You think so?
Low self-esteem.
And their love is not
any man. See, except maybe the man is so rich and he opened. But any man that will tell you, maybe as people are coming up, that you shouldn't work, has a very big low self-esteem. Because come of it.
Work is not. Wait, really? But let's give the guy some break. Really,
say some men.
Let's give the guy some break. Judith, let's look deeply. Let's look inwards. Really, as a woman, don't try to play games right now. I need you to answer this question very honest, as honest as it can be. Deep down within you, Judith. Would you not like not to work? Because me, really, I just want one Emeka or one Osas. Just tell me, baby, my baby.
You know my AK.
Let me pay you salary.
But you know my AK. My AK is Jew baby. Sure, you know it's Jew baby.
Yeah.
And I would really not want to work. Let me know. But not that now that we are trying to make ends meet, and I'm coming and you not tell me don't work. Why? Say take care of the children, and your pay, because there are men like that. Your pay is not enough to take care of the home. But because of that egocentric nature and the fact that some men have some crazy reasons why they don't want their wives to work. That my wife is beautiful, I don't want men. Imagine King Eve now, as beautiful as she says she should not work. Somebody will not see her face. You get me?
No, I may not work, but I will go out and live my life. That's my own.
So that's why I say
I'll
men
go to
who do that.
like
So men who do that have low self-esteem, because every man who has a very high self-esteem would want their women at the top.
Yes.
That's why we have men like Okonjo-Iweala. See her husband, who knows her husband? But in her husband's surname, she dey pay. And when she comes out, she tell you that this her husband is the one that made her to be where she is.
Just like Ibukwa Washika too, she would always give the kudos and praise back to her husband.
Why did those men not as in see where she is now? See where she is.
All right, you mentioned something there, going spiritual and all of that, and you said that the Bible talks to women to submit and the men to love, not die, to love, right?
Love now.
And I remembered something. Something just came to my spirit, and I thought about it. See, Christ first loved us before we submitted to Him. We didn't submit them
immediately.
He loved us,
and He showed us.
You understand? It's not like we submitted to Him and He saw the way we submitted. And that's okay. I can now love you. No. He first loved us to the point of death.
Deeply,
before we now said,
this man is good.
Now, when you are saying something, something came to me. That is why you see when women are there saying, "I'm dying for one man," chasing after men, it doesn't work out.
Let me tell you the truth.
Most times, you see women paying for stuff for men and trying to
he knows now.
force themselves into the men's lives.
See.
And they're like, this girl is or woman is just doing this, doing that, doing that. It doesn't work out because the men don't love them.
See,
and when they force themselves and they have their way and they get married, they start having issues and complaining.
For we women, it's not our duty to actually love.
Or chase or say
seriously, it's not our duty to love.
It brings me to
our
another
duty
thing.
Is actually,
let her drop a thought.
Our duty is actually to submit and not to love. And it's in that submission that there is love and there is care and there is peace.
But do you think you can submit to someone you don't love?
See, you can. See,
you can submit to someone you don't love.
Why did they say for us that? Why did the Bible?
You don't think that submission would be like subservient?
In that submission, there is love, there is care, but it's not in our place to love. That's why it says, maybe I loved him and he break your heart. Who sent you? Who sent you?
So all these ladies,
you know, a lot of, see, I'm coming. Let me just.
I can only love a man I can submit.
We need to wrap up this intro.
I can only love a man I can submit.
Wait, Judith, you know, a lot of women we have, not only women, a lot of people will have issues with what you just said now, that it's a woman's duty to submit and not to love. A woman may not love you, but once she submits to you,
she loves you immediately.
But do you know, it's the same thing when you say a slave should submit to his or her master.
No, I think
it doesn't necessarily mean that the slave
is that
loves the master. He's just doing it out of condition. So if you're saying a woman should submit to the man without loving the man, I find an issue with that.
It's
our own choice there. It's our choice to, it's our right and choice to choose the person that we can submit
to. Because in there is love.
If you see somebody that you are capable of loving, you submit to
him.
And if he shows the characteristics you're looking for, you can submit to. It means you are capable of loving him.
Yes, the thing is that I cannot marry someone or I cannot love someone I cannot submit to. Because there are some men, there are some women that are not submitted under a man, and is just being I don't know that the relationship is like this. So if I don't have a strong feeling, or if I cannot submit to you, I cannot love you, because we will just have, I don't know how to call it, whether a stupid marriage. That's just it.
All right, so points taken, established that a woman ought to submit, and just like Ferromi said, the extent to which your husband loves you, you know, is the extent to which you submit.
If it's like this, all of us,
because this is Judith's theory now. It means that people who are they're shooting their shots. You know, saying, okay, can a girl check a guy? I mean, I'm using my old school language.
Yes. Can a girl ask a guy out?
And people are there saying, go shoot your shot. And I don't know. I mean, I don't subscribe to women.
It's green light.
So you do not subscribe to women shooting their shots?
Going after men. Saying I like you, loving you.
No, not that.
Come your school.
No, it's not like.
I can't love you and be asking you to love me.
No, it's not like if we tell you we love you.
But you love for a woman to be telling a guy.
No, they call it green light.
Green light is different. But me going out right,
I love you.
Going out right, to be the one, you know, sending the messages.
See all this
morning, afternoon, night.
Have you eaten? Yes. Chase after me.
Old school grandmas.
Come with the chocolate. Come with the flowers.
I'm a woman that enjoy
come with the food. Come with everything. Chase after me.
Times are changing, right?
I mean, I cannot come for you.
All right, so let us just go to what I saw on social media, right? So I'm just going to read this out, and I need your thoughts on this very quickly. Someone posted on Facebook, "Hello everyone, please, I need answers to these questions. Is it proper for your husband to always ask you what you use money for? Not that he gave you the money. The money is yours, you worked for it, but he will be so desperate to know what you use it for. To me, I do not think it is right. If I am wrong, please correct me on this. Thanks." Then someone else replied, one James Ette replied to the comment. It says, "Eggs, chicken of a hen, and the hen itself all belong to the owner." No, listen, all belong to the owner of the hen. The wife and all she has belongs to the husband. So it is in order for the husband to know how the wife spends what belongs to him.
I have an exception, because you know, when we take it one way, the wife and all she has here belongs to the husband. Same, the husband and what he has to belongs to the wife.
So can you know, with this analogy now, can you say the hen and the chicken, whatever the man has belongs to the hen and the chicken? It doesn't work out, because with this analogy he gave.
Me, I feel, you know, when we are hearing marriage vows and people are saying their marriage vows, they say, all I have and all I have belongs to you. The man to say the same thing. All I have to belong. So it's a two-way thing. I don't think, but me, I cannot use hen and chicken. This one, I don't know what he's saying, but my own is that I feel if you're in a marriage, two has become one. So that's why I really applaud men who tell their wives everything. You get
Open
down
up,
everything. The wives knows their PIN,
That's how it's supposed
their
to be.
passcode, everything. And I really also applaud women who do the same.
Yeah.
Like me now, for instance, I won't tell, if I'm dating someone, I won't tell you my salary now. Maybe until I not enter, I'll not say this is what I'm earning. I bring it everything.
Wait,
to
so
the
you're
table.
saying it is until you get married before you can open up on
Maybe
how much you earn
That's when
to
she's so
your
obliged.
spouse?
That's why I'm
to be-
obliged to do that.
Okay.
So I cannot say, baby, this is what I'm earning. Do you understand? Even when my salary comes, I'll say, that's common. See, I was
What do we do with it, honey?
What do we do with it? That's me. I don't know for.
So you will ask your husband, what do I do
what
with
do
my
we
money?
do with it?
Because when he
It's
gets
we
his own,
resources.
it's a we thing.
When he gets his own, he does same.
He does same.
Alright.
It's a good
why
partnership.
It's a partnership. I don't
That's
know
a
for-
great partnership.
That's for me. I don't know for other ladies. Maybe ladies will come at me because they'll feel maybe but that's because I am.
Why do I think Mbadum is being sarcastic with her side comments?
Because,
Why are you cheering now?
No,
What's
I don't.
on
That's why I
your
said
mind?
that's for me because
No.
that's my own level. That's how I can be submissive.
All
to
right,
you.
so let's move over to Mbadum. I know she has something up her sleeves, but she's
have
giving you
anything.
side comments, cheering you on, and I feel it's been sarcastic.
No. Actually, I think that's how it's supposed to be. And I kind of...
Why are you laughing?
Maybe that's what she's to do now. You don't know. You don't hear that. That's why she's that. Maybe that's what she's to do. You don't see. You know she's the only married one.
There are
here.
reality checks.
All right, help us out.
That's in a perfect relationship.
Okay.
Perfect partnership. That is what we should have. That is what we should expect. The resources of the man and the woman should be used to build the home.
home.
Yeah.
But now, because of things I've seen now, I don't think I can never advise any woman to be that.
If you don't know your man,
Vulnerable, to be that open.
Even if you know your man, to be that
Open.
and vulnerable.
So is it that we are teaching people not to trust?
No,
Is that
it's not
what
about
it
trust
is
now. I always say this, that a woman is the plan B, is the backbone.
helpmates.
Yes, a helpmate. By the time sometimes you bring all those things, many times the man is in front, no matter how, sometimes their jobs are, they may be the same, but the man is still the one always concerned. That's how it's supposed to be in the real world. So he's still doing things, investing here, doing that. When something goes wrong,
Yes.
the woman will still be expected. I don't expect a woman to be, I hate for a woman to be like this, like
Open.
and like naked, destitute, vulnerable. I hate a vulnerable
Wait,
woman.
but you
I hate that
said now
position.
that it's a partnership. So what is a partnership without trust? Why are you still keeping up? Why are you still
What I would
hiding
advise,
something?
if you tell me.
If it's going to be
And
an
I know
open
the man I will marry.
partnership.
He will tell me no, it's your
No,
son.
I do not subscribe to
I know
that
the man I
anymore.
will marry.
I'm no longer.
He will tell me it's your money.
So why don't we do it this way, right? There was this thing.
I can't do it.
What's the name of this guy said? Is an host, an American host. I'll get his name later on. It said that for every marriage, yes, it's partnership here, but there should be 4 accounts. 4 bank accounts.
Yes.
The couple should operate 4 bank accounts. They said the first one should be an account for where you both
put in money.
in money.
Joint account.
Joint accounts.
Yes.
Joint account.
For
You both have
project-
the signatories to that account.
Yes, your signature.
Yes, I know
He
that
said
one.
another one should be for maybe a
kids.
project.
Building
Maybe
project,
mortgage or
mortgage,
something.
house.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Another one should be for the kids.
The kids. And 2 of you have your personal own.
Then you have your personal
Simple.
account.
That's
And
just
in
it.
this, so that personal
I am
account, you
working-
decide
How
how you want
much
to
goes
use.
out of
I don't
it?
have to tell you how much is in my personal
Of course.
account if I want to.
Do you understand? You get so,
And you will not be telling each other lies.
This I operate with But you see that
I think that is the best way.
because me that's God knows even the person that in that's it though. Because if you don't do this, if you don't make, because normally your husband will still come and tell you one day, if you have a perfect relationship, like she said, can come and say, baby, borrow me money.
I'm telling you.
No, seriously, like, baby, borrow me money, I will give you back. Like, if you have a perfect relationship, but that's like, it still boils down to who you are under.
Plus, even if it doesn't happen like that, well,
because if
society is very.
you have a man that is very extravagant, I'ma hide your money, because you go chop am for you.
Don't you now think that that's you not submitting?
That's why I say. That's why I say it boils down
that's
to your head.
Wise.
Is it? That's what it boils down.
You have to do what
if
works
I've already married the wrong
for
head,
the marriage and
please
children.
use sense on the wrong head. Because if you are married, you use sense. Because
use
that's
your
the thing. No,
wisdom.
you will,
use your discretion.
All of you will go bankrupt. That's just
if he falls, you both fall.
You fall,
now,
and the kids will suffer.
Many things happen. Sometimes something might go wrong with the man and all that, and then you will be incapacitated. I hate a vulnerable woman. I hate that thing. A woman going from one place to the other begging with kids. I hate a woman who cannot support.
On that particular one, you know, I kind of have a personal experience. You know, yeah, the name of that guy is Steve Harvey. Yeah, Steve Harvey was one that made that statement about the 4 accounts that couples should operate. Now, about the personal experience I have, you know, at the time when my dad was sick, you know, it just came, you know, when something like that, life happens. Life happens. You do not predict it. You're not expecting it. It just happens. You know, when it happened and my dad was sick, was down with stroke for 4 years thereabout.
That's a long time.
You know, yes, I remember the first 5-6 months when he was in the hospital. You know, we spent everything, all his money, and my dad was more of an investment person. He liked to invest in buy lands, buy shares, and all of that. You know, we tell my mommy invest and all of that, but my mom kept her money. You know,
saving it.
Yeah, saving it. When that happened,
smart woman.
And we ran out of his own money because that really gulped a lot of money. We fell back. My mom fell back on her own savings.
That's a real woman for me.
So what you said now made me to really reason back and say, you know, I didn't mean my mom didn't have her own savings. What would have happened?
See,
and supposing
if she wasn't working, what would have happened?
Every wise woman knows that even if people are doing joint savings,
she has a private purse,
a
personal account
savings. Every wise woman knows that, so that in case of necessity, because you see this life happens, oh, because we are not praying for bad thing, no.
Yes.
But life happens. Even I was speaking to one of my spiritual a woman, and she said she personally, though her husband knows she saves, but it doesn't even nothing concerns him. But they both save together. But she does her own savings even in the office. So she has that personal. So when some things get tough, she just goes from that person.
So let's get back to that. Let's get back to that particular post. That woman said, "I want to use my money for something," and my husband says, "Don't use it for that thing," you know. And it is my own money. I worked for my money. Should I submit to him and not do what he says,
if
or
the thing is good,
I should just call the bluff and go ahead?
Maybe that thing is not going to yield positive response, or
like you want to buy a bag of 50,000 naira and it's your money, and he says, you don't need to buy a bag of 50,000.
Maybe
you don't need
that's why if he feels it's not going to yield any positive input in your life, and it's your head you've been from.
I don't know why a man, somebody will be deciding what is good for you. The both of them should agree.
They should agree on it. Actually, what works for
somebody
them.
Is working, and somebody will say this is not good for you.
I feel maybe why she's bringing out, maybe it's the tune the man used. You know, men can be so egocentric, but a man can tell his wife, baby, you want to buy this bag? I don't feel it's good though. Why don't you buy this one? I think this one is finer. See, in a sense, so they use all this thing. You know, women don't like, normally, we women don't like to be controlled. No, women, am I lying? No, men, why not just now only me they talk? Am I lying?
We like to be controlled. I beg to differ.
You like to be controlled. This controlled woman is talking about.
See this woman. Okay, no, let's be.
She has something to protect. She has something to protect.
No, we women, truly. But when our men tell us the same thing in another subtle way, another funny way,
it shouldn't be cunning, but I think that they should agree. You know, just try to make your wife.
When you come and say, shit,
you should not.
Don't buy that thing. I know it's your money. Don't. Imagine you do that for King Gift. King Gift will just look at you from head to toe.
I will agree to you. I'll use the money to go and buy something worth that amount for him and see his reaction. So if he appreciates it, I'm like, so really? So you can accept something this amount and you don't want me to spend it on myself?
I feel they should come to wisdom. They should just come
to do what works for them.
Why don't you want to buy it? Or like they should just.
Another thing is that I can never see a woman that is keeping her money away from her husband as someone that is not being submissive or cheating or doing being shady. I can never think like that, because a woman's money, all of a woman's money belongs to her children. But a man's money is not all that belongs to these children and the wife.
If they go outside.
No, I'm saying that A man can wake up today and say, okay, I'm going to be with another woman. And you suffer with your children. You can never look the other way when your children are suffering.
Should you have
a
that
woman
mindset
does not
in
run away,
marriage?
a normal woman does not run away and leave her children.
Should you have that mindset in
what
marriage?
I'm saying is
I
that
don't
a
really want to have
man,
that kind of mindset. I don't pray to
what
have that kind of mindset
I'm
in
expecting
marriage.
from men
Alright.
and people generally is that they should expect and encourage women to have the private person.
Alright.
To be more like that. It should not be about bring your stuff so that they can be able to fend for themselves and children
quickly,
may
I
require and need the
We are
requires.
out of time.
I feel marriage should be all about trust.
Okay,
And
that's your final
that,
take.
that,
Julie.
that,
or no
that
trust.
marriage
Yes.
is not built on trust.
All right, Embedum, very quickly, we are out of
Trust or
time.
no trust, a woman should have a private purse and she should utilize it well.
All right, I just need a yes or no answer from you both.
Which
I
is?
do not need any other explanation. A yes or no from you. The statement, my money as a woman, my money is my money, but his money is our money. Is it true or not?
I don't like that statement.
That's what I'm saying.
So, is it yes? Is it true or not?
That's what I'm saying
No
now.
for you.
I
You?
don't do that.
It's a yes.
It's a yes. My money is my money. But his money is
It's
our
our money.
money.
His money is for the family.
That's
My money is for me and my
You
children.
are being selfish. That's being selfish.
Ladies, I love being
Our
selfish.
money- No, our
for my
money,
children, my
no,
children.
He doesn't have
I can
children.
never.
No, our money should be our money. Everybody,
going to
everybody,
put- No, it's not our
Okay,
money. Lie.
it's just
It will
as if
never
you
be our
are
money.
you are driving the
It
ship.
will
You now
never
say,
be
no,
our money.
Enter the
not
there.
hearing.
Let me be driving
Ladies,
the ship.
it's okay. We are going to continue this conversation after the show.
Your money is my money. It's our money.
Women are
My
fear
money.
God.
No,
Women
ladies.
fear God.
We have to go now.
Women, what are they doing with their money?
Wait,
Taking
are
care
you
of the
done with
children.
What is he doing with his own money?
Taking care of us.
Fear God.
You don't get it, and I'm not going to.
I really asked that question to set them up, and I'm glad that they fell for it.
That would have been saying all along.
Whatever it is that you think, whether my money is my money and his money is our money, ensure that everything you do is for the good of the family. That is like the
Being
basic.
children, being the paramount.
good of the family. That's it for this edition of Ladies Talk. We'll make a
Why is only the
return next
children?
week,
Good
and we
Children,
hope
I
to
hate
see you
I
there.
hate
My name is
vulnerable
EVELYH OHIOLEI, and of course, Judith Ahana and Embedum Babatunde says their byes. See you when we see you.